Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Diana Figueroa, and I am the Program Manager for the Family Childcare Capital Grant Program. I'm excited to walk you through today's presentation. Whether you were selected for funding or not in round one, we are here to provide guidance and share what's next. Here's what we'll be discussing today. First, an update on round one notifications, both for awardees and applicants not selected in this round of funding. We're going to go through a summary of round one results and key trends, as well as insights into what made applications successful. We're also going to review common issues we saw in applications and opportunities for improvement. And lastly, what to expect in round two, including new eligibility updates. So let's get started with where things stand for round one of FCCG. All award announcements were sent earlier this week on Tuesday, June 17th. Notifications were emailed to the addresses used in your application. So please check your inbox, spam, or junk folders. If your application was not selected, you should have also received a notification detailing why this decision was made. We know that this news can be disappointing, and we want to emphasize, round two is just around the corner, and we strongly encourage you to apply again. If you were selected, then congratulations. Your official award letter includes important next steps and grant requirements. We also posted a public list of awardees on the EEC Capital Grants webpage, and the press release was shared on mass.gov. So here's a quick snapshot of round one awards. We received over 1,600 applications, and amongst the 1,600 applications, 158 projects were awarded. We say this to put into context of how competitive of a program this is, because there was only an acceptance rate of around 9%. We want to emphasize that a competitive grant means that, unlike C3, funding is not guaranteed. The types of projects that were most commonly funded included HVAC upgrades such as improvements to heating and cooling systems, Tier 1 purchases of energy-efficient kitchen appliances, installation of fencing and other outdoor safety improvements to enable recreational use, and lastly, home additions such as bathrooms or sunrooms to support childcare use. Awards were also distributed across the state. As you can see, we did have a more even distribution amongst the Northeast, Central, and Western regions. For round two, we would like to see more applications from the Metro Boston and Southeast and Cape regions, as there was a lower turnout than other regions in the state. Importantly, we also prioritized areas with lower Child Opportunity Index scores. Through this program, our goal is to support communities with fewer resources to improve their quality of care. If you were not selected for funding, you should have received an assigned rejection code. Based on your rejection code provided, here is some guidance on submitting a competitive application should you choose to resubmit. Successful applications typically clearly explain how the project would improve childcare quality or increase capacity. They also include a defined scope of work with itemized costs and a valid contractor. It's important to detail the project necessity and why this project would improve the quality of care. So it's important to highlight how the project will increase enrollment, expand license capacity, and improve your quality of care, which is aligned with the program goals. One of the common pitfalls we saw is that applicants did not submit all required documentation, such as valid homeownership verification and scopes of work. It's also important to submit a clear budget with accurate cost estimates and a clear alignment to your project description. It's also important that all eligible requests are under the program's grant cap of $25,000. To give you a sense of our review process, what you submit is all we see. Reviewers cannot make assumptions or ask for clarification. So some of the key areas to improve for round 2 is confirming your application eligibility. Not everyone is eligible for this program, as you have to be, for example, you have to be open at least 4 days a week. All eligibility criteria is listed in the program guidelines. Secondly, you should confirm eligibility of all expenses and services. You should also describe why this project will help you meet your program goals and our funding priorities. It's very important to also use a licensed and valid contractor. We go into detail on how to find to ensure that your contractor is verified through our Strengthening Your FCC Application video, which is linked in the slide deck. Like we mentioned before, it's important to have all the exact documents requested, as well as providing proof of supplementary funding. And it's also important to have someone proofread your application, because what's clear to you may not be clear to others. Now, this is likely the final round of funding for your business, as no additional funding is guaranteed unless the state legislature acts. If you weren't selected in round 1, this is very valuable information for your next application. We want you to use it to refine and strengthen your proposal for round 2. So some of the project categories that we highlighted earlier in the round 1 summary are aligned with energy efficient projects. And so we want to emphasize that applicants who know that they will be purchasing energy efficient equipment or projects that increase overall energy efficiency will score more highly during the review process. Other energy-related incentives can be available through MassDev.com, and we've also linked the resources to this slide deck. We are very excited to share that round 2 of the FCC Capital Grant program will launch in August 2025. We expect to make $3 million in funding available in this round. Even if you receive partial funding, you can apply to round 2. However, the total sum of both awards must not pass the grant maximum of $25,000. Details will be posted on the Mass Development website, and all eligible providers will also receive a direct email on the opening of the application site. Here's what's new for round 2. Applicants must be licensed and operating for at least 4 years. For Tier 2 projects, before photos of the space that's requested in your project will not be required. There's a lot of important information in your official award letter, which details the requirements, such as a W-9 form, an updated scope of work, and up-to-date verification. If you were awarded, technical assistance will be offered throughout the program, especially for more complex Tier 2 projects. For awardees, we'll schedule one-on-one meetings to guide you through next steps. It's also important to note that the estimated timeline for grant-funded work is contingent upon an executed grant agreement. We have details in the program guidelines and your award letter on the timetable and disbursement. To those who weren't selected, don't be discouraged. Your work matters, and round 2 offers another opportunity to access critical funding. We hope that today's information helps you feel more confident in reapplying or moving forward with your award. Whether you're preparing a new application or managing a grant award, we're here to support you. You may contact the help desk with any grant-related questions. Thank you and have a good one.